Welcome to this episode of EagleAir TV. I'm Lucy Camacho.
And I'm Zoe Walker.
This episode includes a new restaurant on Main Street,
awkward family photos,
a look at Cooking Club,
and threat misinformation. Hey seniors!
It's finally time for you to begin applying to colleges.
If you need to have a transcript sent to a college, remember to set up your Parchment account.
You'll be able to request digital copies of your records to be sent to your college or university of your choice.
If you haven't set up your pre-Parchment account, search your school email for the instructions that were sent out earlier this year.
See Miss Orlandi, the school registrar, if you have questions. Juniors interested in the National Merit Scholarship need to sign up to take the PSAT.
You can register by emailing Jenny Myler at nixaschools.net or by filling out the Google form on the Class of 2026 Canvas page.
Hey Zoe, did you hear that the Morning Day Cafe in Nixa closed?
It did? What's there now?
Reed Springs Pizza Company. Kira Cusey gives us a slice of pie.
Reed Springs Pizza Company is a new restaurant on Main Street. It is a family-friendly environment with lots of things to stay entertained. Bella Villarino has worked with the company for 3 years.
Anyone can come in and play games while they wait. And then we do have like little coloring pages for kids while they wait too. 6 o'clock it starts to get pretty busy. I think when we have like live music, it gets a lot of good families and everyone in here together. Every day from 3 to 6 we have like select appetizers half off.
Darren Brummel, a local customer, enjoys an early dinner with his friends and family.
It's a great atmosphere. The old history of the building itself. They decorated. It's very awesome. My wife and I shared a pizza, and I think it was called the Galleon, and it was very good. We are getting that same pizza again, and this time we're getting the stuffed mushrooms.
The Reed Springs Pizza Company is open 3 to 8 p.m. on Mondays, closed on Tuesdays, and open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. the rest of the week. For EagleAir TV, this is Kira Cusey reporting.
On to a more serious topic, nationwide threats left students worried about their safety, many even staying home in fear.
Bryn Nelson shows us how, in the age of social media, misinformation runs rampant.
Social media posts circulated the week of September 16th about false threats made towards the Nixa High School. The image on the screen was a post made by the Nixa police warning people to stop spreading the false information. These specific images regarding the threats caused fear, confusion, and school absences. Matt McMillan, assistant principal of Nixa High School, says the false social media posts caused more fear than necessary.
Not any threats that were specific directly towards the high school. The social media post, Snapchat message that was shared between peers quickly circulated the social media world. Screenshots of the message, not seeing the message in its entirety, and created quite a lot of fear and concern within the district and the community.
Even though the rumors were false, most of the community was not aware of this. Students felt fear coming to school due to the post, and as a result, junior Ellie Winsler says she overheard her peers discuss plans of action, thinking the threats were true.
I heard them talking about where they were going to hide if something happened, if they had to run out of the school, if they knew anybody's cars who were going to go to. And I tried to ask them. I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And they told me that on Snapchat stories they had seen that people were posting that something was going to happen. And I remember when people were sitting off to the side who weren't actively doing the choreography, just hearing people whisper to themselves what rooms they were going to hide in, like depending on what hour they were in, if they were in like the gym, where they were going to go, if they were in a specific classroom, like where they were going to hide in there. And it was just hearing so many people talk about that was just it was just a realization that this is something that we kind of have to think about.
I would say fear was present. It was a fear of unknown. I think that's the biggest concern with social media nowadays is what's real and what's not. And everybody is quick to react because it's so readily available and the timeliness that you get the information. It takes, all I have to do is hit send. And now I've shared it with 100 people. And that 100 people is gonna compound to 1,000 people.
McMillan says people need to consider the effect of their posts before sharing.
There's a lot to be learned here. I do think from students, their ability is to really reflect on information and really have an understanding. Just because it came from your best friend, were they the person that originally sent the message?
This event is a lesson to all to not spread any information unless you know it's true. For EagleAir TV, this is Bryn Nelson reporting.
Cooking Club is a way to learn how to cook different dishes. Ashley Newberry leads Cooking Club as well as other classes.
I teach family and consumer sciences, so I do culinary classes and design classes. I have a lot of storage, so that does help. But as far as keeping labs organized with students, we have just a lot of procedures that we start from day one. Students know exactly what to expect and they know where everything goes. Every utensil and every drawer and cabinet has a specific location, and I just think that keeps everything organized.
Junior Avery Banks enjoys making exotic foods and advanced foods.
In Miss Newberry's 4th hour advanced foods class, and today we're making Hawaiian chicken.
The recipe yesterday, and they sat with their groups and they planned their lab, like who's doing what, who's cleaning, and then today they got together and they're cooking today. Now this was a little different than normal because I found some pineapples at Aldi, and I brought those in on Monday, and each kitchen broke down a pineapple and they saved part of it, and yesterday they used some of it to make a pineapple upside down cake, and then today they're making Hawaiian chicken. So each day they did copy the recipe and plan. So.
Miss Newberry's Cooking Club is set up a little bit different than her regular classes.
Some Mondays, we call them demo days, and so one student will have sent me a recipe and I buy the ingredients, and they stand up front and they show the whole group how to make it, and then the groups go back to their kitchens and they make it, and it's usually something really simple.
Cooking Club is Monday, October 7th. This is EagleAir TV and I'm Danielle Ippolito.
Tuning in to this episode of EagleAir TV.
Check out our Instagram page and the Nixa Journalism website for more content.
Make sure to stay safe.
And you matter.
We'll see you next time.